We know 4 years later, 23-year-old Elijah McClain was walking home from an Aurora convenience store unarmed, carrying 3 iced teas that night in August 2019. But for the officer responding to the 911 call of a sketchy black man in a ski mask, for all he knew, if you ask the defense, he could have been confronting a mass murderer.
He doesn't get to know whether a person who someone else has called 911 on outside a gas station in a ski mask is Elijah McClain walking home with iced tea, or James Holmes walking into a movie theater.
A bold and quickly objected start from suspended Aurora officer Nathan Woodyard's defense team in opening arguments Tuesday. Woodyard, the initial officer on the scene, went hands-on with McClain within 8 seconds. Minutes later, he put Elijah in a chokehold, none of which the defense says warrants a reckless manslaughter conviction. The defense says the true killer in this case is ketamine.
There is one, and only one, undisputed cause of death in this case, no matter how many sequential dots that they will ask you to connect. And that is a lethal injection of ketamine.
Prosecutors paint Woodyard as the catalyst who started the cascade of medical issues that ultimately led to the 23-year-old's death.
You have to remember that Mr. Woodyard was the primary officer. Elijah McClain was his responsibility. He is the officer who chose to use the carotid hold. He's the one that should be at his side. He's the one that is hearing Mr. McClain say, "I can't breathe." And yet, he does nothing to intercede.
Of the 18-minute confrontation, Woodyard is physically intertwined with McClain for only the first 5. Those 5 minutes were some of the last conscious moments of Elijah's life.
The people have charged Mr. Woodyard with reckless manslaughter for all of his reckless acts.
Woodyard's trial is expected to last a few weeks. As this trial is gearing up, keep in mind the final and arguably most consequential trial in this case against the 2 paramedics involved is scheduled to begin directly after in November.
And drawing a line of comparison between one of Colorado's most infamous mass murderers and an innocent young man who didn't do anything wrong, that's a choice.
It was a bold moment in court, Kyle. A lot of people are just kind of looking around, looking at each other, instantly objected, and then they just kind of moved on.
All right, Alexandra Lewis, thank you.